Good afternoon. As you know, a vaccine has been approved and is hopefully the beginning of the end of this health crisis. Today, I wanted to give you an update on what we know about the vaccine distribution, but first, I want to update you on the current COVID-19 situation. We have all been watching the 24/7 news cycle stating how dire the current COVID-19 situation is. The reality is, we are in a better place now than we were 8 or 9 months ago. First, while the current cases are much higher than they were 8 months ago, we need to put that in perspective. At the peak of the cases in May, we were only testing approximately 14,000 people per day and counted only PCR tests. The latest peak in November results from testing over 100,000 people a day, including antigen tests and PCR tests, as well as probable cases, which are currently not defined anywhere. Additionally, metrics have changed and now include percent of hospital beds available. Also, the threshold for ICU beds was raised from 14% back in May to 20% now. More concerning is that on November 23rd, 2,036 hospital beds and 414 ICU beds suddenly did not exist in the state. In Region 7 alone, there were over 450 total ICU beds at the end of September, and now there are less than 200. Where did all these beds go? Why the mysterious drop? Cases went up in the expected second wave, but now hospitalizations and cases have been on their way back down for weeks. We did not experience a post-Thanksgiving increase as we have been told repeatedly we would. As I have pointed out previously, the CDC and IDPH have stopped tracking and reporting the flu. Every year at this time of year, our hospitals are full from time to time due to the flu. It is true that we have more COVID cases, but we are only tracking COVID-like cases that include the flu. The hospitals currently still have capacity and have not gone on bypass, in spite of this being flu season, combined with the increase in COVID. This is really good news that is not being reported, because suddenly the flu does not exist. Also, as you can see here from DuPage County Public Health, over 75% of outbreaks are coming from long-term care facilities. IDPH does not report long-term care facilities by county, except to the county, and Cook County Department of Public Health has not released that data. Currently, we know in Will and Cook County combined, there have only been 1 outbreak for restaurants and bars, 2 from retail establishments, and 0 from gyms and sports activities. So given this, what do we know? We know that the hospitalization rate through June 30th was 13.4%, and since June 30th, those numbers are 2.4%. We also know that the hospital stays on average are shorter, and the survival rate in the hospital is higher as we improve treatment protocols. These are important facts that should result in different methods of mitigation. Unfortunately, they have not. It is also clear that the elderly are the most at risk from COVID-19 and children are the least impacted. The vaccination plans demonstrate that the CDC and IDPH are well aware of this fact, as long-term care facilities are in the first group getting vaccines and children will not be vaccinated. The Pfizer vaccine is the only one currently approved, and it requires 2 doses 3 to 4 weeks apart. The same will be true of the Moderna vaccine once it is approved. The first doses were just distributed to Illinois and include 109,000 doses. 23,000 will go directly to Chicago, the other 86,000 to the remainder of the state. These doses will be distributed directly to EMS and to long-term care facilities. This will be broken down into 3 phases. Phase 1A includes healthcare workers and first responders. Phase 1B includes other essential workers and persons in high-risk populations, including those 65 and older. In Phase 2, critical populations as defined by the CDC will be included, and in Phase 3, vaccines will be made available to the general population. Based on currently available information, we believe that it will be at least 4 months until there is a mass distribution plan. In 2005, in response to anthrax concerns at the time, a certified distribution plan was developed by the Orland Park Police Department in collaboration with the Orland Hills Police, the Orland Fire Protection District, and the Cook County Department of Public Health, which includes and covers Orland Park, Orland Hills, and portions of unincorporated Cook County. This plan has been practiced on several occasions through the years, most recently in the late March of this year, after the pandemic began, in preparation for an eventual vaccine. As you may not know, our police department and the fire district have been coordinating with the Cook County Department of Public Health since the beginning of the pandemic and will continue to do so. It is possible that this plan will not be activated, as the state and county are currently contemplating several mass distribution plans, one of which includes our certified plan. If our plan is activated, we will conduct exercises to ensure that the plan is well executed. If the state and county decide to distribute vaccines in another manner, the Village of Orland Park will assist where needed. I am well aware that many people are skeptical of this vaccine and the speed at which it was produced. I understand the concerns. What I can tell you is that the testing was performed and this was approved by the FDA. The primary means for speeding up the approval process was an effort to eliminate bureaucracy. This was not only good news for this vaccine, but hopefully this can become a model for speeding up the process for other helpful pharmaceuticals that are in the pipeline to help with other diseases such as Alzheimer's, cancer, lupus, and others. Vaccines have been critical in controlling other diseases. Smallpox killed 300 million people worldwide in the 20th century. A worldwide vaccination program helped eliminate smallpox, the only human virus that we have ever eradicated. Polio has been eliminated in the U.S., with only a few cases left in the world due to many decades of vaccination. This vaccine will not eliminate COVID, but if history is our guide, it will significantly reduce its negative impact. The vaccine is optional, and you can choose not to take it. For those of you who choose not to take it, there is an opportunity to learn more about the vaccine prior to taking it, since it will be several months until the vaccine is widely distributed. I know that there is a lot to consider and process regarding COVID-19. That is why I try my best to give you the relevant information so that you can make the choices that are best for you. I don't believe it is reasonable to ask people to not celebrate during the holidays. After a year like this, we need our friends and family more than ever. However, take the precautions that you are well aware of by now, and if you are sick, please stay home. Most importantly, please continue to be generous, friendly, and understanding with others, even if you don't agree. Lastly, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.